Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Lindsay from Budding Buddha's Yoga. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm back today with another fun yoga practice for everyone, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started sitting crisscross on our mat or on the floor, wherever you're doing yoga today. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. Pretend that we have an imaginary string that's lifting us up so we feel our back, our spine grow nice and long. And then we're going to bring our hands together in front of our heart. Close your eyes if that feels okay. If not, then just maybe gaze down at your fingertips or at the floor in front of you. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then I just want you to notice something about your breath. So maybe you notice how your belly expands and gets bigger as we breathe in, and then how it gets smaller as we breathe out. Maybe you feel your chest rise and fall. Maybe you feel cool air going in and out through your nose. So anything at all that you notice about your breath. Any sensations in your body. Taking another deep breath in and out. Good job, everyone. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up high, big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down by our sides. Inhale, reach up high, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring our hands down. One more time, inhale, get long, reach our fingertips up, reach. And then exhale, bringing our hands down by our sides. Good, now have one hand by your hip, doesn't matter which hand you start with, and then reach the opposite hand up, reach it up, bring it up and over. Good. And then bring that hand down by your other hip, reach the other hand up to the sky and then over. Nice job, you guys. One more time at each side. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale. Deep breath in. And out. Good job, you guys. And then walk your hands forward. Reach your hands towards me. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then walking your hands over to one side. Maybe you feel a really deep stretch in one side of your body. And then maybe you feel the stretch on the opposite side as we walk our hands over to the other side. Good job, you guys. All right, now we're going to bring one leg out long. So the other leg is still bent, the other leg is out long. And then bring one hand behind your hip. Reach the opposite hand. So the hand that's on the same side of your body is the leg that's straight. You're going to reach it up, and then can you lift your hips off the sky? Reach your hips up off the ground towards the sky. That's it. One more big breath in, and then come on down. Good job. One more time. Bring your hand back behind you, behind your hip. Reach your hips up high. Big breath in. And then down. Good job. And then the leg that's straight, we're going to bend it and then straighten the opposite leg. Good job, you guys. Now bring the hand that's on the same side as the bent knee, that leg behind your hip. Straight leg. Reach the arm up high. Big breath in. Lift your hips. And then lower down. One more time. Hand behind you. Lift your hips. Big breath in. Maybe reach back. Maybe even look back behind you. And then lower down. Good job, you guys. Okay, my friends. Hands and knees on the floor. Can you put your hands and knees on the floor? Are you ready for some cat-cows? Here we go. Drop your belly. Big breath in, coming into your cow pose. As you round, coming into your cat pose, looking at your belly button. 2 more times, cow. Big breath in. Exhale for cat. 1 more time, inhale, cow pose. Big breath in. Exhale, coming into your cat pose. Good job, you guys. Now, can you put your forearms on the floor? So, watch again. I'm coming from my hands to this part, my forearm, right? Bring your forearms and your elbows onto the floor. Good job. And then can you clasp your hands? Nice job, you guys. And then we're going to tuck your toes under and then come into a downward facing dog from here just for a second. This is called dolphin pose. We're going to come back to this later on in class. And then bring your knees down. Untuck your toes. 1 more time, tuck your toes under. We're going to straighten our legs like we're coming into a downward facing dog, but our hands are still in this position. So straighten your legs, lift your hips. And then lower your knees down to the floor. And now can you rest in your child's pose? Rock pose, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Deep breath in and out. Big breath in and out. 1 more time. Big breath in and out. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's practice our side plank, our rainbow pose. So coming onto your knees, and then we're going to straighten one leg. Good, and then opposite hand up and over. So we're doing lots of stretches, stretching out our side of our body. Do you guys notice that? Good, deep breath in, and then bring that hand down to the mat. Other hand up, so one hand is pressing into the mat, the other hand is reaching up high. Maybe we lift our leg for a second, and then put it down. Lift our leg, and then put it down. And now we're going to straighten both legs. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoop, straighten your leg. Nice job. Can you hold it here? Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knee back down. Coming back up, shaking out your hands. Other side. Ready? Bring your leg out straight. Opposite hand reaches up and over. Good job, everyone. Bring that hand down to the ground. So this hand is pressing down to the mat. Other hand is reaching up high. Good. And then the leg that's bent, we're going to bring it out long. 1, 2, 3. Woo, coming into our rainbow or our side plank, whatever you want to call this pose. Breathing here for 3, for 2, big breath in and out. Good job, everyone. All right, let's come into our downward facing dog. So big hands, spread your hands nice and wide. Downward facing dog. Actually, turn this way so you guys can see what we're doing. Good job, everyone. Nod your head, shake your head, yes, and no. And then can you lift one leg, lift one leg up into the sky, and then put that leg down. Lift the other leg up into the sky, and put that leg down. Like we did this last week, we're going to lift one leg up, and then opposite hand forward. Whoop. It's okay if we wobble, right? That's normal. Yoga is a practice, not a perfect. Other side, here we go. Opposite leg, opposite hand. Woo. Even if you do it for a second, that's amazing, right? And then can you reach your opposite hand to your opposite ankle? Nice job. Other hand, opposite hand to opposite ankle, or leg, or shin, or whatever you can reach for. Good job, everyone. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see me. And then walk your feet forward, hang down low. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Slowly roll up, slow, slow, slow. Coming into our mountain pose. Good job, you guys. How are you doing? Let's do a check-in. Let's place one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart. Close your eyes or leave them open. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. So inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. One more time, big breath in. And out. Nice job. Okay, you guys ready for our sun salutations? Here we go. Standing tall in your mountain pose. You guys ready? Catch the sun. Let it go. Look up and say hello. Walk your feet back nice and slow. Say a funny word. Chaturanga. Belly to the ground. What's up, dog? Hey, down, dog. Jump your feet through. Peekaboo. Hands up high. Then hands to your heart. Now we're back at where we start. Good job. Here we go again. Catch the sun. Let it go. Look up and say hello. Walk your feet back nice and slow. Say a funny word. Chaturanga. Belly to the ground. Big breath in. What's up, dog? Exhale. Say, hey, down, dog. Jump your feet through. Peekaboo. Hands up high. And hands to your heart. Now we're back at where we start. One more time, friends. Catch the sun. Let it go. Look up and say hello. Walk your feet back nice and slow. Say a funny word. Chaturanga. Bellies to the ground. What's up, dog? Hey, down, dog. Jump your feet through. Peekaboo. Hands up high. Then hands to your heart. Now we're back at where we start. Good job, friends. Okay, so for our balancing pose today, we're going to be doing tree pose and then moving into our warrior three or our airplane pose. So remember tree pose like this. We've done tree pose and then we've done our airplane pose. I'm going to turn this way where we kick our leg back and our body comes forward. And then we're going to try to go right back into our tree pose without letting that foot touch the floor. All right, so you can use the wall, you can use some furniture. Remember to look at something in front of us that's not moving, our drishti, our focal point, to help us balance. All right, so standing up nice and tall, let's start in our tree pose. So that other foot, the foot that's on the floor, think about it like roots, right? We're rooting our tree down into the floor and then putting our other foot into our tree pose. So our heel can be on our ankle. We can grow our tree all the way up our leg. Our hands can be in front of our heart, out to the side, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Good job. And then we're slowly, think about what's happening to that standing leg, slowly coming into our airplane pose, our warrior three. Keep breathing, you guys, looking at your focal point. Taking a deep breath in, and then we're slowly going to come back to our tree pose, moving so slowly. How did you guys do? Nice job. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, other side. Here we go. Leg into tree pose. Could be anywhere on the other leg, just not the knee. That might not feel so good on your standing leg. And think about that standing leg becoming roots, right? Getting really, really, really strong to hold our bodies up. Whoop. Okay, here we go. Tipping our body forward. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep looking at our focal point. One more deep breath in. And then slowly coming into our tree pose. Good job. Shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. All right, my friends. So do you guys remember that pose that I showed you earlier in class, dolphin pose? We're going to give that another try. Okay, so coming onto our knees, and then we're going to bring our forearms to the floor, remember? Forearms to the floor, and then clasp your hands. And then we're gonna straighten one leg and then the other. So it's like downward facing dog with our legs, right? But with our hands, our forearms are on the floor and our hands are clasped. So it's a little bit different, okay? And our head, notice that my head is not on the mat or on the floor, right? So my head is off the floor. I'm looking down in front of me. So notice what feels the same about this pose and what feels different compared to down dog. So maybe your legs feel the same, but your hands feel different. And then we're gonna take some, what I like to call dolphin dives. All right, so watch me first. So we're gonna go forward, pressing our forearms into the floor like you're in plank pose, and then back. It's gonna make our arms super, super strong. Let's do 3 together. Ready? Here we go. 1. And back. 2. Very good, guys. Pressing your arms into the floor. And 3. Nice job, you guys. Lower your knees down to the floor. Resting in your rock pose. Deep breath in. And out. One more time. Deep breath in. And out. All right, you guys, how are your arms feeling? Notice how your body feels. Okay, so remember in that arm balancing video that we did a couple weeks back, I showed you 3 poses. We did crow pose, we did firefly, and then we did swing pose. Well, today we're going to do our final arm balance. We're going to do swing pose. So notice how all 3 of these poses feel. What you might like one better than the other. You might still be working on one, totally normal. And then today we're going to practice our swing pose. So we're going to sit crisscross. And so everyone's different. Remember I said that everybody's built differently. What might be easy for one might be really hard for others. So people who have long arms might find this pose easier than people who don't, right? So just notice, right? It's just the way our bodies are built. We're all different, right? So we're going to sit crisscross and our hands are going to go by our hips, right? And then we're going to press down into our hands. You can start, sometimes it helps if you go on your fingertips, right? So you get a little bit more height. Press down and then lift your hips up and then lower your hips back down. One more time. Press up, lift your hips up, lift, 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 and then lower them down. So now we're going to lift our hips and then maybe try to lift our feet off the mat with us. Should we try? Let's just try. Let's see what happens. Ready? You're going to lift up and then maybe, whoa, we lift our feet up. And again, if you fall, you're really close to the ground. It's not like in crow pose where you have to worry about getting a pillow just in case you fall forward. We're just going to, it's just like having a seat. And then maybe you can swing and then lower down. So I was on my fingertips. Let me see if I can do it with my whole hand on the floor. Let's see. It's tricky. So if you guys have books around, that might help a little bit. I have some pretty solid, make sure they're hardcover, that they're, pretty stable. That might help you get a little bit extra height, right? So you can put your hands on your book. It's like adding some inches to your arms. That gives you a little bit extra height to get your body off the mat. If you have yoga blocks, if your parents have yoga blocks, you can use those. They're really good. But sometimes we don't have those, but I know that we all have books in the house, right? So press down, maybe lift up, and then whoop, you can even lift your legs and bring them out long, right? So give that a try. Notice how it feels, and then, keep working on it until your body tells you that you've had enough and you're ready to move on. All right, so we're just going to circle our wrists in one direction and then the other direction. Good job, everyone. So I have one more pose for you guys. This is also a pose that we're on our hands, but we're also against the wall and we're going upside down. So our head's going to be upside down. This pose is called L dog. I think we've done this together again, but we'll break it down. It's another great pose that we all can do. Sometimes it's nice to do when we need a little extra energy, right? Sometimes if we have some things to do and we just kind of can't, we're feeling really tired, L dog is a great pose to do. So make sure you have a wall. Make sure you ask your parents if it's okay if you put your feet on a wall. So make sure it's okay with your parents and find a wall. And then we're just gonna put our back right against the wall, just like that. So that's step one. Back's against the wall. And then put your hands down, just like you're doing downward facing dog. So spread your hands nice and wide. You're gonna put your hands down a couple of, like about 2 feet or so in front of your feet, kind of like where your shoulders are. Hands flat down. And again, notice that my head is not on the mat, right? So my head's up, my head's down, maybe looking between my hands. And then I'm gonna lift one leg up and then the other coming into a downward facing dog. So your body should be in an L shape, right? So you can ask a grown-up or someone just to make sure that your body's in a nice L shape. I'm gonna do it again, one more time. So your feet should be about where your hips are. And then when you're ready, you come on down and you take a rest in your rock pose. And then again, listen to your body. If your body is like, I've had enough, then that's enough for you today. If you have one more in you, then go ahead. Always start standing up, bringing your hands down, and then lift one leg and then the other. You can also lift one leg off the mat or off the floor, off the wall, and then the other. Bringing your legs down, always taking a rest in your rock pose. So, notice how that felt. Remember I said this was an energizing pose, how it gives you energy. So notice how it felt when you went upside down. How do you feel now compared to before? I know, that was pretty energizing for me. I feel like I have more energy to do more things. So that felt nice for me. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different experience in poses. So again, listen to your body. All right. So we're going to do some nice deep breathing, some stretching to get our bodies ready to rest. All right, so we're going to reach our hands up high, big breath in. Let's take a nice gentle twist. So just twist to one side. Big breath in, out, in, out. Reach your hands up high. Big breath in, and then twist to the other side. Big breath in, out, in, out. Good job. Let's do our mantra. All right, so our I am statement, and we're going to touch our thumb to all of our fingers. And today we're going to say, I am so strong. You guys ready? Sit up nice and tall. Big breath in, out. Here we go. I am so strong. I am so strong. I am so strong. One more time. I am so strong. Good job, you guys. Nice work. So we are going to lie down. We're going to rest our bodies. So you can lie down wherever you are. Just make sure you have enough space. You can lie on your belly, on your back, anywhere where you can just relax for about a minute or so. We worked really hard. Remember, it's a way to take care of our bodies. So legs out long. And again, just like in the beginning of class, how we were noticing our breath, let's do that when we relax. So maybe we notice a new sensation as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, you can even have your hands on your belly to notice how your belly rises and falls. Or maybe how your chest rises and falls. So maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. It's up to you. Maybe notice the sound that you hear when you breathe in and out. Stop. 3 more deep breaths. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your hands and your toes in opposite directions. Big, big stretch. And then hugging your knees into your chest, maybe rocking side to side, and just say, thank you, body. And then slowly go up one more time. Notice how your body feels. You guys, putting your hands together in front of your heart and say, I am calm, I am kind, I am smart. Deep breath in, reach your hands up high. And together we say peace. Hands together. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had so much fun practicing with you and making this video for you guys, and I will see everyone next week. Bye everyone.